Well. Welcome back, guys. It's it's that time of year again, and the heebie-jeebies is in full effect. Um, I don't know what I'm coming down with, but it's something. So, just ask you all to bear with me. My voice is kind of low, but anywho, this yard I have been plotting on for the last year or so. I've been in Jacksonville since 2016, and I don't recall this property ever being occupied at any point since I've been here. So this is just kind of an ongoing situation. Just from what I can visually see, the house had burned down. It's pretty severe in the middle. But from the looks of it looks like the entire house had caught on fire. And either Wells Fargo had owned it for, I don't know how long they owned it, but I know they just recently sold it about 4 years ago. However, between them and the city, I don't know, they just don't care about it. They don't care what it does to the community or how it looks to everyone that has to drive by it, or how the people that live in the neighborhood, they don't care about how they feel. So what we're gonna do is um, we're going to take care of this property to the best of our abilities. If you go to the end of the video, you will see I talk about the game plan for what how how this property should be taken care of. But just make sure you make it to the end of the video to check that out and leave your input on that. Um, this grass is always extremely tall, and anytime you're dealing with tall grass like this, it sucks. But definitely you wanna put feet on the ground, because you have no idea what's in this landscape. You don't know if there's big debris, metal, wood, plastic, bricks. There could be a list of things that could be hidden within inside of this grass, and it'll definitely make for a bad day if you run it over with the mower, and or you could hurt somebody that's driving by or walking by. So I didn't put that on camera. Um, I didn't think it was necessary to, but yes, I foot walk every property before I put my mower in there, for that simple fact. So believe it or not, directly behind all of that greenery, well, not directly behind it, but there's I would roughly say 20 to 30 feet of area in between where I stopped mowing at all the way to the fence. There is a fence back there. Um, Unfortunately, I don't really have any equipment in my arsenal that can take care of that. However, a bush hog is going to be necessary, and that's probably going to be the best way to get all of that taken care of. But with the tools that I got on hand, we're going to make do, and we're going to do the best that we can with that. Wanted to hop in here real quick and just share an opinion that I have. It's it's risky business anytime you hop on an abandoned property, because you truly never know what you're going to find on there. whether it be something catastrophic or something that you just didn't expect. And I had a brief scare. You're about to see right here. I thought it was a pistol, and yeah. So you just got to be careful when you're out there, no matter what you're doing. Be vigilant, stay aware, and anytime you see any kind of weapon, never touch it. Always call the police and let them handle it from that point forward. And again, do not ever touch a weapon that you see on the ground that is not yours.
TV down. Thought of something else.
And I have one more quick tip, real quick. So, anytime that you're operating a weed eater or a edger for that matter, next to a street where people or vehicles are passing by, you should always wait till they get a good distance away from you. Um, these tools, they can really shoot material pretty far and at a fast rate of speed, which can cause not only not only extreme damage, but it can cause an accident as well. So just always kind of keep that in mind anytime you're operating any piece of machinery next to pedestrians or where vehicles are passing by.
All right, guys. I wanted to pause real quick because I could only assume you asked this question if you've ever used a weed eater and you're trying to cut down tall areas like this. Right here by the street, so it's kind of loud. But when you're cutting tall areas of grass like this, if you make your string shorter, it gives you more RPMs, which allows us to spin faster, which will take that down a lot quicker. As to where if you had it long, excuse me, it's that time of year again, guys. I got the heebie-jeebies. But the faster this is able to spin, the easier it is to take down tall areas like this. You're not able to get as much of a swapping area with it being so short. However, you get the torque behind it to chop down anything that's tall, and it helps also keep grass from binding up inside of your bearing right here. Uh, just figured I'd throw that out there for you all real quick. Something's dead over here. All right, guys. So I ended up finding a number on.
Thank you for continuing to hold. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered.
So I ended up finding a number for whoever's in charge of this property, which is a bank, Wells Fargo. So I'm gonna call them real fast and see if we can get any kind of information on this property. Do see the red tape, which tragically means that someone lost their life here, or people lost their life here. So we want to respect that. How you doing, Mr. Steve? My name is DJ, and I'm a local here in Jacksonville, Florida. And I run a YouTube channel where I try to help the community out by cleaning up disabled people's properties or properties that just really need it to help the neighbors out in the community. And I'm currently on a property I'm assuming that you all own. And I was just trying to see if I might be able to get any kind of knowledge of what's going on with the house.
So, update on that phone call. It ended up taking about 20 minutes or so. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to give me the information that I was looking for, being that they didn't own the property for, like I said, about 4 years, give or take. And they're not allowed to give out personal information about people who they sell it to, or who is now in charge of that property. But he did direct me to go down to the city, and I can search the public records to find who owns this property. So let me know down in the comment section. Do you think it's worth me going through the trouble to find out what actually happened to this property, or should I leave it alone? Let me know down in the comment section. right, guys. Real quick, if you do not know about fire ants, I am here to tell you it is wise to educate yourself. I have no idea where I ended up standing in an ant pile, but they made their way up my pants and underneath my shirt, and then they just started letting loose on me. Fun fact, fire ants aren't even from this continent. If I'm not mistaken, they somehow migrated here from Africa. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comment section. But fire ants aren't supposed to be in North America, but they are running rampant everywhere, at least in the warm climates that I know about. But especially down here in Florida, they're nuts. I mean, they when one bites you, they send a signal to the rest of them, and then if you're not paying attention, it's game over after that. So just make sure you're aware anytime you're in a field, and well, anywhere actually, because they can, anywhere that there's sand or dirt, they can build a nest. So just make sure you're paying attention to where your feet are and where your kids are playing at, because their bites are pretty ferocious.
Well, guys, we are approaching the end of today, and again, someone wants to go down at 450. Good gracious. So this yard I posted last year. I was supposed to have an opportunity of getting at it last year, but we had some things take place to where I wasn't able to get here. So we are finally back here, and there's just so much taking place on this property. Like, it's actually a pretty big lot, and as you all can see, it's not too bad heading towards the front as far as stuff that needs to be removed is concerned. But this backyard, there's a fence through here, and you can't see because of how much stuff is actually here. And this is what brings me to you guys. I personally, I don't mind getting in here and knocking all of this stuff down, but there are two things that are steering me away from it. A, the house is condemned. It was, I don't want to say burnt down to the ground, but it had caught fire, and you can clearly see that there's just an extreme opening on top of the roof. So with that being said, I'm not really too sure how sound the structure is as far as putting my ladder on the side of the house to get up here and get all these vines. And then the second dilemma is there's really just no place. It's not an ideal place to put everything that I would cut down for junk removal to come get. But again, I don't personally care. So I'm going to leave this up to you all. I'm definitely going to need a bush hog to be able to get down to this fence. But again, I'm going to leave that to you all down in the comment section below. You guys let me know what you want me to do. You want me to get a bush hog and get in here and whack all of this stuff down so we can actually see the house? Or I guess get as much as I can, and I guess we can kind of go from there. But it's it's definitely a huge task. But you guys know I don't stray from anything. There's nothing I can't do, and honestly, this is gonna be light work whichever way it decides to go. So I'm gonna drop a poll in the community tab. I'm gonna leave it open for 48 hours. I should have this video uploaded tonight or tomorrow. We'll see which one happens, but definitely by tomorrow. So I'll give it 48 hours, which should put us right at the end of Wednesday, coming into Thursday morning. And by that time, I'll have the bush hog on standby just in case we go that route. But other than that, if you guys have made it this far, I gotta say thank you so much for all the love and support that you all bring to this channel. It's I'm glad to be back, guys. It's it's just a great experience being able to not only just help specific people, but overall help the community, help the people that are actively watching this. It's an opportunity to set the standard and to give that feeling that good people still exist. People who truly just want to help someone, somebody, or just a community, just helping at all to better themselves, the person next to them, and overall the community. That's the main reason why I do everything that you see me do here. Outside of that, challenge yourself to something challenging every day that you can. It just helps you, it helps prepare yourself for those obstacles that are actually challenging, that take a certain amount of experience to get through or to navigate through. So just always challenge yourself to do something you've never done before, even if it's hard, or even if you think it's something that you can't do. You don't know until you try. So guys, just get out there and get it done. Like, we'll be back, and we're going to continue to have fun coming into 2025. The canvas is blank, and you hold the pen, you hold the paintbrush. Paint it however you like, guys. So with that being said, I'm about to go ahead, pick up the rest of this trash, and then we'll get out of here, and we'll be back tomorrow to put the final touches on it. Be safe, guys. Remember, everything is possible through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I wholeheartedly believe that, and that's where my faith is. Everything happens for a reason, and there are certain lessons that are going to take place until you learn them, and then as soon as you learn them, the blessings are right on the other side of that. So hold faith, guys, and everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to, exactly when it's supposed to. I'm about to get out of here. Everyone have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next one.